Hi, and welcome back to Carving Up the Trails. I'm D. Carver and Bree are out here riding their bikes around. I'm going to do a review on a couple things that we've done. First thing that we're going to do a review on is our 4-tire quick inflator deflator. One thing that we're going to do is we're going to compare it to the traditional valve stem puller deflator and see how long it takes to deflate all 4 tires using both of those. Then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to kind of review this new little air compressor that we have. It's a single piston air compressor. It's just like the Viair, so I'm not going to show it to you. But me and Carver picked it up for 50 bucks on Marketplace. We're still all about the budget overland stuff. So we're going to see how long it takes to pump up each tire individually as a cumulative 4-tire fill up versus the 4-tire inflator deflator. So come along and we'll see what the results are going to be. First test we're going to do is the deflation test. We're going to see which one deflates it the fastest. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Smittybilt just deflator. It pulls the valve stem out, and then we'll take and use the 4-tire inflator deflator that we made using just stuff in our garage. I think total I have like 80 bucks in this system, and I don't remember how much I paid for this. I got it at 4 Wheel Parts, but I'll take and look that up and I'll put it right down there. You're probably seeing it already, but I'll tell you how much these are. We got, like I said, we got it at 4 Wheel Parts. So let's take and get everything geared up. I'm gonna do it from the time like I would be getting out of the truck, getting this out of the back, hooking it all up, and then going from there. All right, so here we go. That went about like what I expected. It was about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see it. 9 minutes and 35 seconds. That's normally about what it takes, give or take, you know, depending on if I got to dig underneath the seat, like move stuff off the seat and whatnot. It's gonna be about 10 minutes. I keep it behind the passenger side back seat in a little tray there. So, but the one thing I don't like about it is I'm not 100% sure that it's all consistent air pressure. I ran it down to about 15, somewhere in that neighborhood. So it's gonna be pretty close to being, you know, being right at 15. But next thing, I'm gonna fill them back up, and then I'll take and try the 4-tire quick deflator. We'll see how long that takes. I'm gonna take and do the same test, but this time I'm going to use the 4-tire quick inflator deflator. I pumped it up to 37, but you know, with residual, it's probably down to like 16 and 36 and a half or something like that. It was about where I started out anyways with the other 4 tires because of the last time I pumped them up. But I'm gonna get in the truck, run the same test. We'll do the time lapse, and then I'll let you know what the time is for the 4-tire quick inflator deflator from the time I get, like, pull up in the truck to get out, and then once it gets all put back into the truck. So it was about the same amount of time. It was 8 minutes and 20 seconds for the 4-tire quick deflator. But honestly, I think I like the quick deflator better, because if we're trying to get snacks or something like that, I can do that while that's running. Plus, now that I've got a baseline, it'll probably take less time as far as the actual deflation goes, because I know it's gonna run me right at 8 minutes. And I know that all 4 of my tires are at 15.2 PSI. As before, I didn't know what they were. But the longest amount of time that it is, or the biggest part that takes the most amount of time, is the coiling and uncoiling of the hose. You saw me struggle a little bit with this side, and honestly, that was the first time I've ever really struggled that much with it. I used to put them in these little bags, these little like drawstring bags, but I found that little, it's called a mega cuff. I don't know, somebody left it here when we were doing work on the house, and I called around to all the people that came and worked, and nobody claimed it, so I just kept it. And so it was just sitting in the garage. But that's great for that. You can cinch them down, and there you go. But like I said, about the same amount of time. If I'm in a pinch and I'm in a hurry, I'll probably go with the tire stem puller. But otherwise, I'm just gonna do my thing with the quick deflator. Because like I said, I can check everything. I can do my shocks, I can do the quick disconnects on the sway bar, I can get me and Carver a snack. Plus it'll probably go quicker anyways, because I can actually have Carver helping me set that up. Once I plug it into the manifold there, Carver can do one side, I can do the other, and then once we're done deflating, the same thing, he can take one side off and I can get the other, and it'll probably save a little bit of time as well. So next step is, let's take and pump these tires back up, and we'll use the air compressor, the Quick Air 2 single piston air compressor that we bought, like I said, off of Marketplace for $50. People we got it from said that thing's been all over the west side of the US. It was the guy's brother-in-law's, and he had it for his RV. So but we're going to do each individual tire, and I may have to do the 4-tire quick inflator on probably tomorrow or a different day, because it looks like it's going to be raining here soon. So if I'm wearing something else when we go to do the 4-tire quick deflate or inflator, that's why. So let's get going. That ain't good. We've been running for, come on now, 18 minutes and 38 seconds, and the compressor overheated. That's going tire to tire, and I wasn't really able to turn it off as I went from place to place, so I don't know if it was getting over pressurized and that helped get it overheated, or what all was going on. But it definitely overheated. So I was on the 3rd tire, and I think it was at 34 PSI, and I still had another tire to go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my big compressor in there, and I'm gonna finish airing it up. I definitely need to finish getting them aired up, but I'm gonna let it cool off, probably do it overnight, and then we'll try the 4-tire inflator and see if that is any better. I'm gonna estimate, going off of each tire, that it's gonna take at least 20 minutes to do the 4-tire inflator, and I'm hoping that it'll do all 4, because otherwise I bought an air compressor that takes way too long. Honestly, a little disappointed. It's been about an hour, hour and a half. The air compressor completely cooled down. It's in the back of the truck right now. We're gonna try and do the 4-tire inflator. I went ahead and deflated it. It's down to 15.2 PSI. So we're gonna try and see what it'll do. See if that air compressor will use the 4-tire inflator, and see if that'll work. from start to finish. From the time I pull up, put it in park, and get everything out of the truck, get it all hooked up, get it running, get it going, get it all wrapped back up and get ready to go. It was 29 minutes and 1 second. So a lot of people will say half an hour, that takes forever. Okay, yeah, that's 30 minutes, but you know, we can get something to eat, we can do all kinds of things with that 4-tire inflator, and then with that little compressor. Now the old compressor that I had, after I had everything set up ready to go, I had just a little DIY take it with us type compressor. It took 40 minutes just to air up. That doesn't include the setup of the inverter off of the battery, plugging it up, putting the 4-tire inflator out, getting it all wrapped back up and put everything back in. That probably took easily an hour, close, well, 45 minutes, 45 to 50 minutes, close to an hour to do it the old way. The new way, that's half an hour. That's half of our time. That's more time for us to get out on the trail. Now, when it's all said and done, this is all budget for me and Carver. In our entire setup, I've got kids riding bikes everywhere. But from the 4-tire inflator and the compressor, we only have about $130, $140 wrapped up into the compressor and then also the 4-tire inflator. You're not going to get a 4-tire inflator for that much money. We have a few ideas of how to get the compressor maybe to work better. Maybe put a little computer fan inside the box. Figure out a way to be able to take it out of the box. I've thought about making like a little handle, getting some thin steel or finding some aluminum or something and bending it around to where I can pick it up and put it down on the ground. Those will come in time. One thing that we did notice, or I did notice today, is it is extremely humid out here today, and so it's rained like the last 3 days. So every time I disconnected it from having the compressor going, there was water all up in the lines. So I think that might have slowed things down a little bit too. But overall, I'm very happy with our purchase. Like I said, less than $150. We have a 4-tire inflator, deflator, and then also a nice little budget compressor, single piston compressor. Now, eventually, we would like to get a dual piston compressor, like an ARB or a Morflate or something like that. But that'll come in time. Right now, we're focused on budget. Like again, I'm a teacher, so our budget is kind of lacking. But we're very happy with our purchases and what we built. Today is a very special day. It's Bree's 5th birthday. She's a whole hand today, so y'all wish her a happy birthday. We're going to continue doing the budget thing, try and get people to do the whole budget, help people get out and overlanding with the budget thing. We're very close to 500 subscribers. We got 483 right now. I got another video to edit and post right now as well. So help us get to that 500 subscriber mark, and like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. And as Carver always says,
stay outdoors and God bless you. See ya.
Have a good one.